Welcome back to another chapter. So this one obviously is on tables, and this is the table we're going to talk about today. I put glass shelves on this one so you can see the structure. Sorry about the reflection. But other DVDs coming up will show more detail about other tables. And or benches and tabletops. But for this one, we held this one off to the last because you're going to need some techniques that we've learned in the past from the other chapters to make this table. We start off with the basic lumber or craft sticks, or these are paint stir sticks. We get them at the local Home Depot, which is our big box store way out here on the Olympic Peninsula. So we're going to need the pint, the gallon, and the 5-gallon sticks. Also, you're going to need some small popsicle sticks, or any craft sticks could be worked into this project. Glue, clamps, things to cut with, things to sand, measure. Also, we had shown you previously how to make a bending form. And that bends the material at right angle. And what that is for is way down here in this joint, we use these gussets or corner boards to make the connections, like this one right here. We'll get to that in a minute. But how this is accomplished is you soak your pint sticks overnight or longer. You take your bending form. If you want 3 inches, 2 inches, however you want that to be laid out, you put it there. And you don't need the measurements on your bending mold, but it helps. Otherwise, just make a mark how big you want it. Clamp it. A little pressure. And you'll hear some ripping or tearing, but just ignore that. We had mentioned earlier on the bending strap what that is all about from a previous DVD. So you're going to need several of these corners, minimum of 4. The gallon sticks, and you're going to need 4 of these I-beams that we had talked about before. So sometimes we just use rubber bands. Sometimes we use the big man clamps. You're going to need 2 sets of the small I-beams. If I could take this off without breaking things. So here's what it is. So a lot can be just described in how it's made by just looking at the pictures, but I'm going to give you a good look at it and then we'll proceed. So like I said, you're going to need 4 of these I-beams.